Hey guys, welcome back to the Creative Shack. My name is Lisa and today we're going to do some farmhouse day decor. So everything is from the Dollar Tree and everything came out super cute and really easy to make and really cheap to make, and they look so high end. I did about 5 of them. So let's get started.
Okay, so the first DIY I'm going to share with you guys, I actually found these houses and these 3 animals from Dollar Tree. I think it's like their new line, like the farmhouse decor. I found them on an end cap. So these animals fit perfectly to the houses. It looks like one adhesive piece when you glue them together. So the one thing I will tell you is use a strong glue. So I use this adhesive glue from Dollar Tree. It's like a dupe from 6000 glue, and I put a little bit of hot glue to secure it. And you guys can just leave them as is, but definitely press firmly on that. And then I wanted to put a little wreath on each house. Now I did take some of this metal wired twine that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. You get tons of it for $1. And then I took some greenery that I actually already had. This is like a ribbon version, and I just kind of like wrap that around. I don't know where I got this from actually. All I can say is my mom or my mother-in-law gave it to me. It was one of them too. So all I did was just put a wreath on each house, and then I put a little checker bow right onto the top of that house. You can always leave them as is because these are cute the way they are. I wanted to do a little bit more, so I decided to take some reindeer moss and just glue a little bit of that reindeer moss on the bottom of each animal, like near their feet. Not a lot, just a little, just to give it some color. I really like doing this because it just gives it a finished look. And if you do not have reindeer moss, you can always use some greenery that you already had and just place them wherever you want. And that was it, guys. These turned out really cute. I love how these turned out. Okay, so for the next DIY, I actually found this metal decor piece at Dollar Tree, and then I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree crates and I'm staining the Dollar Tree crate with this Waverly wax inside and outside. Now, I really wanted to make it like old vintage, that kind of look, and I kind of went in with my chunky brush and kind of like did some, black smudges around there, but I wasn't really feeling it with the metal on the back of it. So I decided to put just regular black paint all over it, and I kind of liked that. I liked how the wax kind of came through a little bit, so I kind of did more of a lighter coat all the way around. Now while that was drying, I took this wooden plank that you can get at Dollar Tree. You get like 6 of them in a pack, and I kind of did the same effect. I put the wax on, and then I put the black on top of that. So what I wanted to do was I wanted that stain to come through. So while this was drying, I decided to go to the crate and give it a really rough sand. Now I did a rough sand on both the crate and that square plank of wood. Now you can do more, you can do less, but I love how that stain came through. Now I didn't paint the back side of this crate because we're going to be gluing that anyway. And then I decided to go on my Cricut machine and print out fresh eggs and welcome to our farmhouse. Now I wanted fresh eggs on the square sign. I'll link the font below if you like this font on Cricut Design Space. And then welcome to our farmhouse, I put that right on the front of the crate. And I thought this was super cute, very rustic, that type of thing. And then I did leave the stain on the bottom and on the back of everything, just to give it more of that finished look. And just kind of take your time. And you can use, sticker letters, you can use anything you want. So gluing this metal to this wood is kind of a pain in the butt. So you definitely need to use adhesive glue, bonding glue, whatever glue. Just don't use hot glue, it's going to come right off. Now I use a mixture of adhesive glue and hot glue, and I just glued it right there on the bottom of it. And then all I did was I glued the fresh eggs on top of that. Now when you flip it over, it looks like a finished piece because everything is stained and everything is, you know, cohesive. You don't want some things that are unfinished if you're going to give it to somebody, that type of thing. And then what I did was I put some like clamps on that sign just so it can dry really nicely. And then I took some of this moss that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. I don't think it's reindeer moss. It's kind of like that burnt moss. And then I decided to use these eggs. Now you can get eggs at Dollar Tree, or you can get eggs like this from Hobby Lobby. Now I got these like dirt cheap on clearance, and look how cute these turned out. I love this idea. So the next DIY, I wanted to make a wreath out of these 2 items I picked up at Dollar Tree. Now if you guys see these beaded wreath forms, please pick these up. These are very popular this year. I see them all over the place. So I am waxing, staining my beads with my Waverly wax, and then taking that home sign. I did take that greenery off of there. I wasn't feeling it, but with those words, I am staining that with my Waverly wax to match the beads off that beaded wreath form. I am taking those strings off the back, cutting them off, and then I'm just sanding it around, give it more of that rustic feel. This is just optional. I just like my stuff like this. And then what I wanted to do is I wanted to hang it off the beads. So where it kind of connects with that metal loop, I decided to wrap some twine around it and securing it with hot glue. I actually wrapped it a little bit more as well, just to give it more of that finished look. And then after that, I decided to put some greenery on top of that wreath. Now I did get this greenery at Walmart for like 97 cents. I love their greenery. If you don't see this kind of greenery, get some at Dollar Tree. And then these purple like lavender picks or whatever, you can get them at Dollar Tree. I actually got mine at Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. They were like about the same price, maybe even cheaper. So I just kind of played around with it with some greenery, and then I decided to give the beads a little bit more on that rustic feel. So I took my chunky brush, dipped it in black paint, and just, you know, go over the beads a little bit. And then I took a medium size ribbon to tie. I actually tried to tie like a thicker ribbon. It just wasn't working. So I actually grabbed this out of my stash, the black and white check. I actually got this ribbon from Dollar Tree. So I just tied it on each side, and then I decided to put some more greenery on the bottom of that little sign with that little lavender pick, just to give it a little bit more of that spring feel. And that was about it, guys. This was so cute. I loved how this turned out as well. Okay, for the next DIY, I actually went on my Cricut Design space and trying to find some farmhouse kitchen decor, and I found this saying, "Make yourself at home, clean my kitchen." Now, I just printed it out on my Cricut machine and put it on this board that I got at Dollar Tree. Now, they came in this white, they came in black, and then they came in like a wood color. So all I'm doing is just putting that on right onto this sign. And it does remind me of like a kitchen sign. And then I'm just putting some greenery. That's it. I'm just pulling out some greenery. You know, I am taking the same greenery that I did put on that circle sign, and basically I'm putting it right on top. And then I kind of was just playing around with it, putting some more green in there. And then I decided to put the lavender pick in there as well. And that was about it, guys. This was probably one of my favorite. This one was the easiest one as well, and it came out so simple, so cute, and this is so cute for your kitchen. Okay, so for the last DIY is this tag I picked up at Dollar Tree. Now they come in white and they come in black as well. I decided to get the one that looks like wood, so all I did was take my Waverly wax, stain the beads, took some black with my chunky brush, trying to vintage it out, trying to give it more of that, you know, oldness, and I took some Waverly wax, you know, wiped it away to make it really vintage. So what I wanted to do was make a tassel, so I actually decided to do some twine and black. I actually pulled out this cream color and I really didn't like it, but I decided to do that. And you know, it's really easy to make a tassel. So all you do is you just wrap it around your hand, and then you're just going to tie it off on the top and then cut it to look like that fringe. And then what I decided to do is put that on the end of that beads. So this is really simple, super easy to make. I love tassels. It just gives it some texture. And then I went on my Cricut Design space and I found this Our Little Farmhouse. I printed it out on my Cricut machine and sized it, and then all I did was just put that on the tag. Now, like I always say, if you guys don't have a Cricut, you know, think of something else. Sticker letters, stickers. They have Farmhouse stickers, they have Farmhouse rub-ons, that kind of thing. And I love how tags come out like this because you can put these anywhere. So if you guys like Farmhouse decor, give me that thumbs up, and if you didn't subscribe, you can always subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next one. Bye guys, take care.